If you're comfortable with flying the airplane, we can spice things up a bit. The air traffic control system will add a lot of realism to your flights. We're sitting on the ramp at Renton Field near Seattle, Washington. In this lesson, we'll taxi, take off, and land at another airport while communicating with air traffic control. Now, you've done your homework, right? Press the accent key or the scroll lock key to display the air traffic control window. The air traffic control window appears with a menu of messages. Press accent or scroll lock again and the air traffic control window hides. You can display or hide the window anytime you want. It will automatically appear when messages are sent to you from air traffic control. You know how to display the air traffic control window, so if it's hidden, display it. Note that the first line in the ATC window reads, "Choose an option for Renton ground." Below that, you have two choices in the menu, but I don't want you to choose either of these just yet. A great tool in Flight Simulator that will help you manage the radios is the Auto-Tune feature. Flight Simulator automatically tunes the radios for you. You can also tune the radios manually if you want to, but anytime you select items from the ATC menu that would require a frequency change, the radio will automatically be tuned to the next frequency for you. You can choose menu items by pressing the corresponding number on the top row of the computer keyboard. Today's flight will be made under VFR or Visual Flight Rules, and to get the local weather, we'll listen to the ATIS, otherwise known as Automatic Terminal Information Service at Renton Municipal Airport. In a moment, I want you to tune and listen to the ATIS. By selecting ATIS from the menu, the frequency will be tuned automatically, and that's why the feature is called Auto-Tune. The broadcast repeats over and over, so feel free to listen to it until the message makes sense. When you are finished listening to the ATIS, press 1. Go ahead and press 2 on the top row of the keyboard to select Tune Renton ATIS on 126.95.
Renton Airport Information Bravo, 2014 Zulu, wind calm. Visibility greater than 20 miles. Sky conditions clear. Temperature 152.5, altimeter 2992. Visual, runway 15 in use. Landing and departing runway 15. VFR aircraft stay direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Bravo. Renton Airport
Okay, now that you've tuned the ground frequency, notice that you have new options in the menu. When you select an option, you'll hear the pilot request, "That's you," and then the ground controller's response. The flight to Payne takes us north, so press the 4 key.
Renton ground, Cessna, November 760 Papa Lima with Bravo. Request taxi to the active. Departure to the north. Cessna, November 760 Papa Lima. Taxi to and hold short of runway 15 via taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 124.71 ready.
Did you notice the pilot text was orange and the controller text was green? When the controller talks to you, he or she is usually expecting a response.
Taxi to and hold short runway 15 via taxiway Alpha. Cessna 0 Papa Lima.
We've got the OK, so let's taxi to the north end of runway 15. It's to the left. When you get to the runway, stop just short of the runway and select Request Takeoff VFR. You probably noticed that after getting your takeoff clearance, the menu once again included an acknowledgement. If you delay acknowledging the clearance, the controller asks you if you copied or heard the message. After you acknowledge the takeoff clearance, get rolling down the runway. You can close or move the air traffic control window during takeoff if you like.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 15. Cessna 0 Papa Lima.
The menu now reads, currently no message to transmit to Renton Tower on 124.7. As soon as you're off the ground, however, you have two messages to choose from. 1. Request touch and go. 2. Request full stop landing. You could use either of those if you wanted to come back and land at Renton right away. I'm going to take control and fly around for a bit while you drink your coffee. You should see Mercer Island ahead of you now and the city of Bellevue slightly to the right. Before you get to the north end of Mercer Island, the tower controller is going to tell you that you're leaving the Renton airspace and that you should change frequencies.
approach. Cessna, November 760, Papa Lima is type Cessna, Skyhawk, 4 miles north of Whiskey 36, 2000. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace. Cessna, November 760, Papa Lima, Seattle approach, squawk 4242.
The controller told you to squawk. No, that doesn't mean you should flap your wings and make chicken sounds. It means the numeric code approach control gave you should be dialed into your transponder. The easiest way for you to do that is just let auto-tune do it for you. Press 1 to acknowledge the squawk code, and it's done.
Squawk 4242, Cessna 0 Papa Lima. Cessna 0 Papa Lima, radar contact 5 miles southeast of 0 Whiskey 0, 2000, clear to the Bravo airspace. Maintain no navigation.
Approach control told us that they can see us on radar and told us where we are. If the location they described was not where we knew ourselves to be, we'd know the controller was looking at the wrong radar target. If you want to hear that message again, select Say Again from the menu. Otherwise, press 1 to acknowledge the radar contact.
Cleared to the Bravo airspace. Cessna 0 Papa Lima.
If there was other traffic up here that was in conflict with our flight, we'd now get advisories from the approach controller. To make things simple today, we told all the other pilots to stay home. The sky is all ours. You're starting to get the idea, right? You make a request, ATC responds, you respond, and so on. The menu always changes to display choices that are appropriate for the situation. For example, now the menu choices are different, but we don't want to choose any of these. We could if they fit our plans, but we're going to land at Snohomish or Payne Field. You know what? Let's just close the air traffic control window for now if you want. Press the accent key or the scroll lock to close the ATC window. That beautiful lake below us is Lake Washington. At the north end is Kenmore Air Harbor. I'll just let you fly in silence for a while. Press to select landing airport. The menu displays a list of 10 nearby airports. Find Snohomish County, KPAE, in the list and select it. Now the menu displays quite a few options. Remember that our goal is to enter the pattern, land, and taxi to parking at Snohomish County, Payne Field. Listen to the ATIS first. When finished listening to ATIS, select Tune Payne Tower on 120.2.
Payne Airport Information, Sierra 2026 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility greater than 20 miles. Sky conditions clear. Temperature 142.4. Altimeter 29902. ILS. Runway 16 right and visual. Runway 16 left in use. Landing and departing. Runway 16 right and runway 16 left. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact without Sierra. Payne Airport Information.
Before you make a choice from the tower menu, note that the last item in the menu is back. Many of the menus in air traffic control have this feature, so you can move back up the menu when necessary. Select Request Full Stop Landing. Be sure you always acknowledge the controller's instructions. I'm going to give you control of the aircraft and let you handle it from here. Payne Tower and ground control will tell you what to do. Just follow their instructions and make choices from the menu. Runway 16 left is the short runway on the east side of Payne Field. We want to enter the pattern as instructed by the tower. The tower will then give you clearance to land.
November 760 Papa Lima, Hanging Towers. Left traffic, runway 16 left, altimeter 2992.
Flight left, downwind, runway 16 left, Cessna 0 Papa Lima.
As you turn onto final, note that a new menu item appears. Report Go Around. If it doesn't look like you're set up well for the landing, select Report Go Around, and we'll go around and try it again.
Cessna 0 Papa Lima, turn next taxiway.
Slow down.
Cessna 0 Papa Lima, contact
Stay on the
ground
runway.
121.8.
That was a good effort. But while you landed on the runway, coming to rest in the weeds just kind of spoiled the picture-perfect landing I had in my mind. As a good educational aid, why don't you check out the flight analysis while I go park the airplane?
Acknowledge last transmission.